Newcastle delivered an impressive second-half performance to secure a well-deserved victory over Nottingham Forest, who had been one of the Premier League's surprises this season. Despite Murillo giving Forest a first-half lead, goals from Alexander Isak, Joelinton and Harvey Barnes after the break helped the Magpies deny the hosts a fourth consecutive top-flight win for the first time in 29 years. Eddie Howe's team moved up to 8th in the table, while Forest remained 3rd, though the teams are separated by just 1 point in a tightly packed standings. Newcastle had the better start but paid for their defensive lapse when Murillo, making his first Brazil call-up this month, was left unmarked to head in Anthony Elanga's free kick in the 21st minute. It was a sign of the growing confidence in Forest's squad, with Murillo, who had never scored a senior goal, having predicted his own goal earlier in the week. The visitors were sloppy both in defense and attack, failing to trouble Forest significantly, despite a save from Matt Sells to deny Dan Burn. However, Forest couldn't capitalize on their lead, and Newcastle came out for the second half with renewed energy. The Magpies equalized within 9 minutes when Isak fired in off the post after a poor clearance from Chris Wood allowed Anthony Gordon's corner to find him. Nick Pope had earlier saved a shot from Nicolas Dominguez, but Newcastle seized control, with Joelinton putting them ahead with a curling shot from the edge of the box in the 72nd minute. 3 minutes after coming on, Barnes sealed the win with a low strike following a quick counterattack. The loss was a reality check for Forest, highlighting the challenges they still face despite their strong start to the season. Sunday's defeat underscored the limitations of Nuno Espirito Santo's side, with key players like Chris Wood and Morgan Gibbs-White unable to make an impact. It was the first time Forest had conceded 3 goals this season, and both Murillo and Nikola Milenkovic were beaten too easily. Nonetheless, Forest's exceptional start to the campaign, which included a recovery from their sole defeat against Fulham, should not be overshadowed by this loss. Their upcoming fixtures against top teams like Arsenal, Manchester United, Manchester City and Aston Villa will provide a clearer picture of their standing. For Newcastle manager Eddie Howe, this victory marked the perfect way to celebrate 3 years in charge at St. James Park. The win extended their current streak to 3 straight victories across all competitions, with favorable matches against struggling West Ham and Crystal Palace following the international break. After a 5-match slump, the Magpies' prospects are looking brighter, especially as rivals like Arsenal and Aston Villa falter. If Isak continues his strong form, Newcastle could make a serious push for the top 4 and Champions League qualification. The team will also face Liverpool, Brentford, Leicester and Ipswich before Christmas, giving them an opportunity to position themselves well for the new year.